previous match, madalas nakikita natin the defender side is going into the side from the attacker side point of view. So
Tama.
there is a chance right there, but now we are getting into the Asian select, and nakikita na natin dito kung sino yung mga maglalaro from both of these teams. And
Tama.
Raf, what do you expect now kung sino dito, or rather any changes in the lineup that we would see compared to what we see in the previous game?
Okay, so let's before we get to differences, tingnan natin yung mga similarities. Ano yung parehas dito? Feeling ko both teams would definitely go for a Killjoy pick. Nakita natin kung gaano talaga kalakas si Killjoy. She can hold both links, both A link from A art and the B link door with no problems, as she just have that utility just placed down there. And I also believe that both of these teams will go for a KO pick, just because of how good he is at clearing those close corners and how good he is at deactivating those KJ utility. And Astra, same pick as the ones in the previous match. The only thing that's different here is yung duelist at yung at yung initiator. I'm sorry. So we are now going to see a Fade instead of the Sova and a Raze instead of the Jet. Pero even with that said, it's still another mirror matchup here. This is the third. Lahat ng games na nakuha natin ngayon, di ba? Puro mirror matchups, di ba?
Yeah, definitely. And another one here as well. It's also gonna be a very different game style as we've seen earlier. Kasi kanina it's Jets duelist. So usually the way for them to entry into the site is to have someone there with them, sasabayan siya, and she's gonna dash in with where she's gonna put down her smoke. So it's a very clear of, I'm going in, but I have some cover as I go in. Habang dito, Riz, you're gonna double satellite to the site.
Tama.
It's just you need to win the gunfight if you ever see someone there, the initial duel, so that you can build some space.
That's true.
For your team. At the same time, also a lot of space created since you need to back away a bit, especially kung may if the race has her rocket up, right? But so it's gonna be a very different dynamic that we're gonna see here, even though it's another mirror matchup.
And even though I'd like to point out here the reason why kung bakit Fade yung pinili. May daming combos Fade Raze. Pwedeng gawin. Yung parang pull ni Fade. Ay, nakalimutan ko yung tawag, pero I believe it's yung Q ability niya. Pag tinapan niya yun, kasama ng Raze nade, it will catch anyone within that circle and they'll just stay there and they'll take the entirety sa lahat ng nade ni Raze, and they'll just take maximum damage and they can get free picks off that. So we may see that combo come out here, but I don't think that they are, as TTL is just split among the map, and tingnan natin na kung gustong-gusto na gawin tong default na to.
Yeah, we'll see right here as we get into the first round of the match here between Naos Esports and Tourna Tourna lang. Pistol round, the attacking side is gonna be on the side of Tourna Tourna lang. This map here has been picked by them, so we'll see if kaya nila ditong iset yung tempo coming into this pistol run. As you mentioned, na default sila ngayon, taking things slow against Naos Esports. Well, for Naos, they're also taking things very slow for themselves. Hindi sila they aren't having any pushes, but this is the first concerted effort that we've been seeing on trying to really take control of the mid part of the map here for the attacker side. Na-mention mo nga kanina na Killjoy has a really good time in terms of controlling that, but without much money yet, doesn't have a lot of utility to enable that. Good entry right there from Winter, taking out the dagger para hindi nila malaman ilan yung miyembro doon. Napapasok into this A side, and A side is being given right here by Naos. Wits trying to contest right here, trying to maybe get an opening frag, at least a pick for his team, but wasn't able to. And Tourna lang. Okay, the plan has been canceled right there by Naos. What a great frag right there from Major, but right now it's only two members. One member left with a great execute right there. Corner retake, and Naos cleaning house here at site A, able to get the first round of the game.
Grabe, that was a really well executed hold from Naos Esports. They really held it down. They did not overpeak in any of the angles that was presented to them. They just really held far back. Maybe Tourna Tourna lang may have just played a little less aggressive, just a hair, and they may have just played for postman or just played for time, and it would have been much easier for them to win off that round. But nice try coming up from TTL. We do see a little skerfuffle. Konting laban dito sa A main. Gusto talaga na kunin ang defender side yung A main control na yan, and yan, binigay na nga ng TTL, and now it's down to the B-Link side. Killjoy turrets able to spot out. Ooh, the TTL members. Winter goes down to Papi Chulo, and will he find another one? He should. Yes, he does. And 3-on-5 situation. And they just keep peeking him. Sunod lang. Hindi na sila
Audition,
Oh!
Wow, actually, evening things out right now here for Tourna Tourna. Set able to get 2, but it's been taken down by Papi Chulo. Will he be able to get at the ace, and is able to get it here? Naos Papi Chulo getting the ace here in the second round of the game. It felt like at some point Tourna Tourna lang was about to even things out. 2v2 na lang yung moment na yon, but Papi Chulo still continuing the momentum, able to get 3 and then 4 and 5, completing the ace for himself.
Ang ganda ng ano maganda yung try ng Tourna Tourna lang. They are able to put down the academy a bit of Naos Esports, and they are having, if you notice, they have less sheriffs now. They're actually, one of them just has a classic. Sure, they have 2 bulldogs, but with that being said, this should be a much easier bonus round for the side of Tourna Tourna lang, and they should take this round. It does look like it's going to be a B hit coming out from Tourna Tourna lang. Very fast, very aggressive. Tingnan natin kung may initial point of contact. Wala pa naman. Siguro hinihintay nang bumaba yung Astra Smoke. Once that's down there, AR and will be able to go in. So let's see.
Yeah, if you have the lesser guns, you want to have more CQC, right? Want to have those quarters to get more advantage in those situations. And now Naos gets the 2 opening frags. But still, it's a 3v4 situation. A lot of battles on the side of the Tourna lang. But Poacher with a great flank right there, along with their race player right here. But actually, turning things around, looks like the bonus round is gonna go into the favor of Tourna Tourna, but still, Wits is still alive. He only has a clash. Has a bulldog actually.
Okay.
Has a bulldog in his pocket. So medyo kaya pa niya. He's actually going for a flank play right
all
here. It's
way?
not gonna stick around. It's going all the way.
30
So this is a bit
seconds
risky kasi for Tourna Tourna lang, they could have gotten the option of going towards A side or running through spawn. Might catch them off guard here. Might catch them with their pants down, but no. Tourna Tourna lang sticking together to the end on the backside of that map, and they were able to get the bonus round.
It is a smart play from Tourna Tourna lang. Smart, because we're sponsored by Smart. It's the smart play coming up from Tourna Tourna lang to go from B long, since they're able to fight long range fights from B long. I do feel like Tourna Tourna lang, mainly Winter, when he jumped into sight, he could not have been as aggressive, since he does have the better guns. I felt like he could have just played more far back in order for him to not give any form of advantage towards Naos Esports in getting any picks, for that matter. They did, however, with that being said, Tourna Tourna lang was still able to take the site much easier, and even though Wits with an amazing idea, a great idea to go for a flank onto the remaining 2 players of Tourna Tourna lang. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a I wouldn't say a fumble, but like a little bit of a whiffage happening there. It happens. It happens to the rest of us, and Tourna Tourna lang gets the round that they should get to begin with. So that's really good on them.
At least they were, as you mentioned, naka-convert sila with the gun advantage. A bit of a fumble in the opening sequence of that execute on B side, but in the end they were able to convert, and the results matter a lot, right? At least they're still 2-1. You're not letting the other team get the 3-0, and we've seen from the previous game, from the previous match, that things can go snowbally pretty fast, especially they're
Tama.
against Naos Esports, who is a more stable team, a very experienced team in themselves, and they'll be able to really take advantage of those kinds of situations when presented to them. But now going back into the game, just a bit of a delay earlier, but now we're going back here. Naos Esports still has the lead, 2-1 against Tourna Tourna lang. Tourna Tourna lang still on the attacker side, and I think right now they are a bit more biased here towards A side, trying to go
Tama.
in there. While looking at the setup as well, this is a different Killjoy setup from the Killjoy now. Esports more into the B side rather than controlling mid. Venzi does get spotted there as he tries to go into Arc, but Tourna lang wants to go for this. Oh my god, Papichulo, you're so low right now. 8 HP on this Astra and does get revealed, but with a bit of a delay right here from Tourna lang, not really going in. Nightfall has been executed. Hope for them to be executed here on A side. The NDG does get the initial frag right there against Winter, only 1 HP enough for Papichulo because of the mark right there. But Naos Esports holding their ground at this choke point right here from Tourna lang as they go into the main grinder. Only one member left and does get taken down. Naos Esports takes the round.
Patigasan. And that round, it was Patigasan coming out from Naos Esports. They just held the site down. A proper crossfires nga ginawa nila dun sa site. You have one in secret, one in dugout, one playing close art, one playing backside. Whoever gets the initial contact first, I believe it's the guy from backside, and they are just able to hold it down. NDG was just able to hold it from the art side. Papi Chulo was able to just hit it from the secret side. So it was really a really strong hold talaga coming up from Naos Esports. And now we'll have to see what Tourna Tourna lang does in this round. They are on an eco buy, a bit of a save round. Let's trying to take a bit of mid control. Maybe that's the right answer that they'll try to find for here.
I think pag ganyan yung nagiging laro ng mga teams right now, is trying to get a bit more control, trying to get a lot of information as well, is trying to see if anyone would overextend, if they can get a headshot that still gives them a bit of an advantage. Babawasan yung economy din ng Naos Esports. But right now, with the time dwindling, not in favor of Tourna Tourna lang, mapipilitan sila dito to commit on the site. And so far, mukhang ang kanilang napupusuan dito ay ang A site. Naos Esports, patigasan lang. But with a bit of information right now, it seems like Naos Esports will have the read. A site ng execute dito, Tourna Tourna lang. Lalo they're gonna come in from link. They're trying to make some space, but NDG with a very aggressive positioning right here is very far forward. Even though the Duns advantage will get taken down right there. Does get the spike plant, but Naos with a pretty quick reaction right there takes back the site and is gonna get the
They did the combo. Yung sinabi kong combo dati yung fade, the fade Q ability along with the C's, that's the name. Yes. They were able to combine the fade C's along with the raise nade, and that just absolutely obliterated everyone on the team of TTL. Pero okay lang. Eco round lang naman nila. Their objective was to get the bomb down, get as much money as we can. Alam mo yun, try to destroy the enemy's economy. So, in a way, it wasn't the worst thing to happen for Tourna Tourna lang. But Naos Esports getting around that they should get. But now, Tourna Tourna lang has a chance to make a really big play, and Benzi making the first one with a double kill. 4v3 situation na for Tourna Tourna lang. Let's see if they'll be able to make any more picks off dito sa mid. Wala naman. Now they're rotating out to A site.
Yeah, A site ngayon. Pero look at where Naos is. They have no clear info kung saan ang magiging pasok dito ng Tourna Tourna lang, because it was really a lot of mid scuffle right there. But now it looks like alam na nila na Papichulo even gets one. At least that was a thing for him. 2 members right now for Naos. Are here coming from Link and Winter with a great position right there, able to take down 2 members of Naos Esports. And Tourna Tourna lang gets the second point of this map.
Tourna Tourna lang, they really needed to win that round. If ever it's a 4-1 scoreline, the most important round to get is the one that you need to get for 4-2. You at least need to get a 4-2 round in there just so that your economy won't be too bad. Para di masyado masira yung, yung ekonomiya mo. And now TTL with very very good pickoffs dun sa mid. Tingnan natin kung mag-mid play ba ulit sila or pero parang hindi eh. More of a passive play ngayon yung ginagawa nila. Di naman sila nagpo-push out aggressively. Same thing din for Naos Esports. Di naman din sila nagpo-push out aggressively dun sa A main. Like, parang dati, are just probing for info. They do have double initiator. Knife goes out, does not spot anyone. So now it's just passive gameplay. Very, very quiet.
Yeah, very quiet, very slow from these two teams. Kanina lang talaga, I feel like Naos Esports got caught off guard with a uncharacteristic positioning from Venzi. Was able to convert, which is very, very good for him. I don't believe na spot out sila doon ng race now. I think he
Did
did.
I think
I think the second jump team, but wasn't able to confirm Milan. Now is able to confirm. 3 ultimates are up for Tourna Tourna. Orders are about 4 for Naos Esports. So if they are able to collect themselves, they might just be able to take back this side. But the backer Killjoy ult has been used. Tourna Tourna lang, dwindling down the numbers of Naos Esports. Only 2 of them left right here. Lloyd Dream tried to go for an aggressive play right there. Tried to take down the members coming in from the spawn side from Naos Esports, but wasn't able to. Still 2v4. Winnable situation here from Naos Esports if they do get a couple of picks from Tourna Tourna lang. Pero magbibigyan ba sila dito ng Tourna Tourna lang or Tourna Tourna lang will just play a bit passively. So far, it feels like it's just going to be a bit of passive play right here. Post-plant setups right now for Tourna Tourna lang. Just might be the round right here. Just
Save na lang
they're
tayo, no?
inching closer. Yeah, exactly. Inching closer 4-3 here for Tourna Tourna lang.
for Papi Chulo. Can you find another one? Yes, he does.
Woo!
And dapat takbo ka na. Takbo ka na.
Takbo na siya. Lemon sa likod niya eh.
Ay,
Kita ba siya dito? Rangris?
Oh.
He knows?
Oh.
He knows!
Oh!
Great shot right there from Rangris.
Astra on Astra violence.
Astra on Astra Violence.
Yeah, and
Indeed.
yeah. Pero Tourna Tourna lang. Gumamit sila ng tatlong ultimates for that round. It's 3 ultimates, Showstopper, Null Command, and I believe the last ultimate that they used was the Lockdown there. So
Yeah.
they really want to keep up this momentum. Sabi nila, alam mo, we have 3 ultimates, let's use it now. Let's keep up this momentum, and now they should continue this momentum since we can see that Naos Esports is in a save round. They're in an eco round right now, and it should be a much easier round for Tourna Tourna to win.
Yeah, and if they're able to get this round, they're gonna even things out. They're to be able to even things out, and we'll see how they'll be able to take this round right here as they're playing a bit safe. Yun na, naka-eco round dito ang Naos, have a couple of sheriffs so far as we see right here, and Naos is actually reacting to a lot of the noise that Tourna Tourna lang is doing. They saw a lot of A presence coming from Naos Esports. So sabi nila, sige, punta tayo doon. Let's see if we can damage their economy, getting some headshots with our sheriffs. But Wits, with the Frenzy, I believe they're just sitting very defensively here in B. Now they know. Now they hear that it's gonna be the B hit right here for Tourna Tourna lang. It's gonna be the scramble here for Naos Esports to get into this B side. And it's just gonna be about how much economic damage they can do against this team as Tourna Tourna lang going for this post plant. Look at the flank right here actually for Naos Esports. If Naos can just hold on a bit before they go in to try to this retake, there's gonna be 3 members from Naos Esports for this flank. And natin kung how effective it's gonna look like right here. But clock is winding down. In terms of diffuse, mas less and less chance dito for Naos Esports. Rangris and Lloyd Dream gets a couple of first frags right here. Wits getting people down. No, only gets 1. He was looking for the second right here. Only guy left right here gets taken down. Tourna Tourna lang, evening things out right here.
I think for Naos, what they wanted to do there, hindi sila aggressive retake. Ang ginawa na lang nila, what I think they were trying to do is that they were just trying to play for exit frag. So, kung sino man, you know, di na proactive yung kanilang take nila dun sa, yung kanilang retake dun sa site. So, instead they opted to just stay at the back, tingnan kung ilan mapapatay nila dun sa team ng Tourna Tourna lang.
Mhm.
They are able to get 2 people off, but ultimately, Tourna Tourna lang was able to, you know, pick everyone off one by one, and they just win the whole round because of that. And they are now, it looks like a A split here coming up. Tatlong nandito sa A long, tas dalawa. Ay, tatlo pala. I'm sorry, tatlo pala papuntang Art na dalawang pong
Yeah.
kagaling sa A long. And they should try to slowly clear each corner dito sa Art. But may Killjoy alarm bot na magsaspot ata sa kanila dyan.
Yeah.
But here comes the Fade ult coming out. Spotting even people in Art. He gets the one onto Ranger's NDG. And now it's down to a 5v4 situation in favor po kay Naos Esports, where the trade-off from Sant able to get Ja and Wits. 3-on-3 now, evening the numbers.
Yeah.
Will they be able to get the revive on the KO?
I'm not sure actually here, no. KO, no. Wasn't able to get the revive. Pero ang magiging dangerous dito for Tourna Tourna is like exposed right here. They're trying to fight for it. Actually wins the gunfight there at like 2v1 situation. They're gonna rotate to B, and I think Naos has a really good read. Mojer gets the pick up on Scent. It doesn't know that the Killjoy Venzi is going the long
What
way
is
around.
happening?
This might be a double back. Just might be going to
10 seconds left.
No,
he's running.
no time.
He
He has no time.
He has no time. Showstopper is can he get the frag? No, hindi na ibibigay yung Showstopper. Has no time. Unfortunate right there from Tourna Tourna lang. And the point does go to the favor of Naos Esports.
I don't know what happened there along with the side of Tourna Tourna lang. Siguro, onting miscommunication na nangyari. I think when they did hear that, when they heard that, when they heard that Mojer was in B link or in water, inisip na nila pumunta ng B. At least inisip ni Venzi pumunta ng B site. Pero I don't know what made him go back. The time was really, really low there, and if he wanted to even reach B site, he had enough time to come from long. Pero maybe it was second doubts. Maybe his teammates told him to do it. We don't know what happened. Pero what a very unfortunate round for Tourna Tourna lang. And they should get it back here along with the Fatal. And now Lloyd Dream gets the kill with the KO Molly, and NDG is just able to find for 2 more frags onto Tourna Tourna lang, down to a 4v3 situation.
NDJ Papichulo gets another one here against with the 2v4 situation. Right here with the pulse plan set up right now from Tourna Tourna lang. Set will be able to get 1. It's good for 1. Will be able to get 2 right here. Able to go on the Astra, takes them down. It was a 2v4. Now it's a 1v2 in favor of Tourna Tourna lang. And look at the setups right here. Set is trying to delay him as much as possible. NDJ has been a rock right here for Naos. Able to hold the sites, able to take down members, gets the 3k right here. Will he be able? Is he good for a 4th one right here? Venzi. Oh no, it's a ninja defuse. Pros don't fake. Pros don't fake, Venzi. You need to spot him out, and it's the clutch right there. NDG is good for the 4k and is good for the 6 points right here for Naos Esports.
NDG yung MVP ng round din. Ang ganda ng ginawa niya. He was able to, sa A take, he was able to pick off 2. Albeit maybe it was a spray, maybe it was a lucky shot, but he was able to get 2. And on the final 2 members ng Tourna Tourna lang, he was able to just clutch it out, especially on that last bit there when it comes to the spike defuse. Pros don't fake nga, di ba ang sinasabi nila, and he did not flinch. Parang sure na sure siya na stick ko to. Panalo ko dito pag na-stick ko to, and grabe. It paid dividends for him.
Confidence play ang tawag doon. Bago nga tayo, a lot of stuff happened in the previous round, but going into this 11th round right here, Tourna Tourna lang going for a very aggressive play here on Ace, and even using the ultimate from Astra, but knife out right there, Winter. Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate timing right there. 4v4 right now. Lloyd Dream does even things out, taking Ja And along with the Nightfall usage right there from Tourna Tourna gives them a lot of time right here at Naos Esports. They're trying to get their bearings habang pumapasok sila dito sa A side. Lloyd Dream has a really good flank right here.
Oh
Was
my
spotted.
goodness.
Mojo was looking at him, but he
Maganda
won the duel right here.
Ang
And
ganda.
TTL, what a great setup right there on the post plant. Takes down Naos Esports right there.
Last
A
round.
little bit of a rough entry dun sa A side. I know they had the null command and the lockdown, but Winter should not have died to anyone's secret there. Maybe Tourna Tourna lang should have put up a smoke there onto dugout, pero it did not matter. Kasi si Lloyd Dream, ang ganda ng flank na nakinuha niya dun. And it was so good that it was enough for Tourna Tourna lang to win them the whole round. Just off that single flank. And that was really, really well played from Lloyd Dream and from Tourna Tourna lang.
Definitely. And now we're getting into the 12th round, the end of the half right here. 6-5 ang ating scoreline. And before this game started, we were thinking, Tourna Tourna lang, wildcard Dark Horse. Hindi natin sila gano'ng kakilala in terms of organization, but the players have been showing up here against a more veteran lineup of Naos Esports.
Actually, ang dami nilang fans eh. Dami nilang fans na nakita ko sa chat. Ang dami nilang fans.
And yeah, I think the fans know who to root for in this game. And Tourna Tourna lang, they have a great chance here of evening things out into the half, going to the next round and into the next half. 6-6 was Naos Esports don't have a fullback. Not all of them have the rifles. They have the gun advantage right now. While Tourna Tourna lang is surgically getting into this B side. Nakulang na ang Naos Esports 4v5. ETL going for the full execute right here. Winter goes in, but it's a 1-for-1. Winter does take down two. Actually, it's only Ja left. Use the Killjoy ultimate. Try to buy some space for him, but that doesn't matter because Winter is behind him. Gets a kill on the Stinger. Pero konti lang ang bullets niyang Stingal mo. Sent gets a trade. 6-for-6 into the second half.
That was really well played from Tourna Tourna lang. And in fairness talaga, Naos Esports was in an economic buy there. Save round nga sila dyan, but Tourna Tourna lang displayed that perfectly, as they should. They were able to trade off the ones who get initial contact, and they are just easily able to take up the B side there. Something I want to highlight sa Tourna Tourna lang throughout the entirety of their attacker side, ang galing nila gumamit ng utility. Their utility usage was second to none, especially pag yung ultimates nila is full, and if it's open, it's really well done. There goes the null command, there goes the lockdown, get into sight. Once we get into sight, boom, get the spike down, and their post plant is second to none. It's really good. It's a really good utility usage. If it's not utility, it's positioning. Their positioning was really good and really caught Naos off guard ba. Di nila alam. Minsan nagugulat na lang sila. Ay, nandyan ka pala sa flank. Oh, you're in this angle, off angle, diba? So that part of Tourna Tourna lang, yung utility usage and positioning, I feel like is one of their stronger suits. But now let's see what Naos can do with this attacker side sa map ng Pearl. So it's going to be interesting. You have any expectations coming up for the attacker side here?
Okay, for Naos Esports.
Yeah.
Honestly, from what we've been seeing, right? Just to have a holistic look at the game, I do agree for Tourna Tourna lang that it really is good combo usage. For now, so far, I won't say that they're playing badly. I honestly feel it's just like Tourna Tourna lang, just doing a lot of matching Naos Esports toe-to-toe here. But as we go into the attacking side, I do hope and expect for Naos Esports to have a lot of those set plays to just really take control of these sides and have really good setups post-plan to be able to take the win here in this first map. But also remember din, tandaan natin na itong first map na to, Pearl, ang pumili nito ay si Tourna Tourna lang. So it kind of makes sense that they have, these setups, these strategies that we see come in, and hindi lang yung basa-basang ito yung strategy natin, papasok tayo ng ganito, yun na. No, it's not only that.
Right.
They adapt to fly. They adapt on the fly.
do.
Mabilis silang gumawa ng sarili nilang mga plays and they mesh well together as well. So, yeah, I mean, nag-start tayo on this map, our introduction, our whole storyline was David and Goliath match because we did not know what to expect from turn to
Tama.
turn na lang. But now seeing their power level, kumbaga, dito in this game, no, it feels like two Goliaths just going at it,
Grabe.
each other, and definitely turn na lang just might be the dark horse that we'll be seeing here in our SIBOL 2023 national
I like that.
team
I like
selection.
that. I like that. Sinabi mo, hindi na siya David versus Goliath. Goliath versus Goliath na siya. So, I really, really like that usage. And ito din masasabi ko, in defense naman for Naos Esports, I do feel that they also have really good utility usage as well.
Yeah,
just that
definitely.
from time to time, they do get caught off in positions. But that is to be expected, especially kung map ng Tourna Tourna lang ang Pearl. Siguro, since Pearl is one of the newer maps nga, well, not newer, Lotus is newer, but since it's one of the newer maps, maybe their set plays or their defense side isn't really the best. But with that being said, it is a 6-6 scoreline, and we have yet to see what Naos Esports has para sa attacker side natin.
Yeah, Naos Esports are now starting things off here in our second half. Pistol round tayo ulit. And right now, actually, Tourna Tourna lang. Take a lot of space right here in mid place. But actually, Ja takes down, sees na medyo maaga dito ang Tourna Tourna lang, which means there's a bit of an opening in one of these sides, and B side is gonna be the hit right here for Naos Esports. While the Tourna Tourna lang is scrambling a bit, but you could also see some control right there. A bit of a flank that might just come right in time for the race player of Tourna Tourna lang. But the plan is gonna be the spike is gonna be planted right there. Ja takes another one down. Actually, it's only gonna be 3 members left of Tourna Tourna lang with a great look at the flank right there with the Killjoy takes down the raise. Naos Esports looks to be stabilizing themselves here in the post-plant setup here in B side. But so we're seeing a bit of sprays and some gunfights right here. If Tourna Tourna lang will be able to get 2 more or at least 1 more to even things out, and you see right here some random shots coming from both of these teams. But Tourna Tourna lang able to take 1-for-1 sent. Takes another one, but looks like the spike is gonna explode. So point is gonna go to Naos Esports to see if Naos, actually Papi Chulo, takes 1 more, and he does get taken down by the spike as well. So it's clean. All people are gonna die, but the point goes to the favor of Naos Esports.
That was a really clean execute. They are able to trade off as much as we can, and the post plant was, I feel like for Papi Chulo, it's just an easy post-plant situation. So, someone I do want to point out in these games is, for the team of Naos Esports, is Papi Chulo. I feel like Papi Chulo, even before he was in Naos Esports, when he was in South Built Esports, I feel like he's been one of the most consistent and one of the best controllers that we have here in the country. Yeah, Papi Chulo. Yeah. So
I made
so.
a sound just looking at the map.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I stopped your train of thought, but I'm just looking at the map and it's just a full B commit right now.
That's true.
Coming right here from the Naos Esports. So Tourna lang was caught a bit when they were more heavily on the A side of the map, and now going for the flash right here.
Uy.
Does it get cancelled? And Wits does get 2 picks right there. And Tourna lang again on the defensive side. This is the pistol round this is the fruit of the pistol round for Naos Esports, where they do have the gun advantage. So you just play longer angles against Tourna lang, having a bit of that rifle needs to go for more of concerted beats, but it seems like it's just gonna be clean. Lloyd Dream doesn't make it fully clean right there for Naos Esports. Takes one down. At points gonna go to Naos Esports. It seems gonna be able to get 1 more. No, actually, Mojer takes it down.
It's to be expected. It is a anti-eco round, and Naos Esports did play that round flawlessly. But the real round that will decide like the pace of this second half now will be this round. Um,
Yeah.
it does look like that there is going to be a bonus round coming up from Naos Esports. As that being said though, tatlo yung bulldog nila. Tsaka may isang Spectre pa. Kaya medyo
Yeah.
may fighting chance dito si Naos
Yeah.
for this upcoming bonus round. So, tinan natin kung paano sasagot yung turn na lang dito. Mukhang heavy A take. Really vouching for that early A information, but KO Lloyd Dream catches all 4 members of Naos Esports in A long, along with the Roomba. That should remove all the pressure there in A main, and
Yeah.
it does. So now we see the 4 members
Oh.
of Tourna Tourna lang. I'm sorry, in Naos Esports here in the mid side.
Yeah, they're doubling back. They thought about it. They thought about going into Arc, but they did hear the alarm bot that's being placed right here by Benzi. So they have full information there. That's why they use the grenade para mawala na doon yung alarm bot. Winter only died here. About to see 4 members of Naos gets mowed down along with Sen. Naos about to go for this A side hit right here. Mojer has that Vandal. BTL needs to figure something out right here because, as you mentioned, this is going to be a very game-defining round for Naos Esports. They're able to take this, and only 1 member left on the side of Tourna Tourna lang. It's 4v1. Will magic happen here? Will there be a miracle coming in from a link? But there's so much into it. There's so much post plans set up right now that I don't think Ragnar would even try to think about going for the going for it. Doesn't seem like it's just gonna save the Vandal for now.
Save round. Give him this round out. Now Tourna Tourna lang though, and the next few rounds would be a bit rougher due to their alam mo nga, yung economy nila medyo disadvantageous, and they're really going to need to pull a hat trick. Well, hat trick is for football, but you know they need to pull something out of the hat.
I get it. They need to make a really game defining play.
They do
really
they
pull
do.
themselves back into this kasi that's 3 straight rounds for Naos starting from the pistol round, and that just gives so much momentum for this team. So Tourna Tourna lang again. This is their map pick. They might have something for us here on the defense. So we'll see. But right now, seems very doesn't seem that high of a chance for TTL, at least for this round, because they only have that 1 Vandal along with a Marshal. It will need for them to get some good pickoffs against Naos, and I think alam din ng Naos yun eh.
It is doable.
It is doable, definitely. But Naos also playing very safe and very calculated in their attack round here.
Tama. We do see Lloyd Dream dito nag-hold po ng halls. B halls. Kasama po ng Marshall na yan. Kita ba makuha ni initial pick-off kay Moher? Palakad-lakad lang dun sa B-long, and he's able to get the first pick-off, and now comes out the knife. Will he get any information there? He does! He spots all 4 members of Naos Esports, and ngayon, yung buong Tourna lang ay nag-rotate na papuntang sa B-side.
Yeah.
And they should hold this off. Tama.
Yeah, they should be, no? I was expecting a bit, maybe if Tourna lang would go a bit more aggressive with a flank, just to catch things off against Naos Esports, but they're still playing very defensively. Dahil nga na-spot sila doon ng knife ng KO, 4 members right now from Naos Esports are
30 seconds
going towards the A side. They are running a bit out of time. We hear them running towards the A side. So Winter is the only guy left here for the defense. They're trying to spot him out on the dugout, and he does get ratted out right there, where all of the utility being thrown into that part of the map, and Spike is planted here by Naos Esports, where that's yung start ng round na to, it looked like Tourna lang was about to grab that momentum, was about to grab that play. No, Naos Esports able to recover so far here, and not just recover, but even get that 3K right for Jabu, able to get a 4K. One
ace
more again for that ace, but NTG did not lose his chance, did not give us a chance to get that frag. Gets it for him, and double-digit score right now for Naos Esports.
Okay, that's I mean, we did expect Naos Esports to win that last round due to the economic disadvantage that Tourna lang had. They naka-save round sila nun eh. Now, however, if you can see sa side ng Naos Esports, dalawa ang may ultimate. KO with the null command and Killjoy with the lockdown. So, set play siguro nila dito. It's going to be just use both ultimates to take up the A side really easily. Take it up for free, get the plant down, pay for post plant. Along with now the Nightfall for NDG. So it should happen. There it goes. Lockdown comes out first. Null command should come out right now, and it does.
But they weren't able to use the Nightfall. The dagger hit Naos Esports. They weren't able to use the full combo, but Mojer goes in. And actually, third na lang, getting the 2 kills right there. Yeah, they were able to use the Nightfall right there. Pero kulang na sila. Tatlo na lang sila laban sa 5. And NDG actually making things interesting right here. Making things doable for Naos Esports along with Papi Chulo. Now, it is a 2v2. If they can't revive Lloyd Dream, which is very hard to do right now. Oh, Killjoy ultimate being used right there, and Tourna Tourna lang needs to win this round. Because if not, they're just gonna be completely destroyed in the economy. But Naos Esports gets another round for them. 11 points for them, just 2 more, and they'll be able to take this first map.
The Naos Esports, they did have the lockdown and the null command. Yung Tourna Tourna lang, meron ding lockdown at null command. And medyo, tama ka nga, nung na-silence yung fade, hindi na nagamit yung Nightfall. And I think that made Naos just a bit shaky dun sa entrance na dun sa A side. Yeah, but they still got the round. Na panalo naman sila. So it was still a really good gunfights that they were able to find onto the A sides. And once they win those gunfights, he was able to take the site, play for post plant as easy as they can with Killjoy. And you know how easy a Killjoy post plant is with the lineups.
Definitely the lineups as well as the usage of the ultimate. But now Naos knows na naka-eco round. Very unfortunate for them because just 2 more rounds and they're gonna lose this first map, which is their pick, which is just going ham right here. 3K for him, might get a 4th. Not sure yet because Naos Esports right now are just looking at Tourna Tourna lang. It was such a good first half for Tourna Tourna lang, but Naos Esports are able to reclaim momentum of the game, and they have not let go of the pedal so far. All gas, no brakes for them, while Lloyd Dream trying to hold B side right here. Only has a Marshall. Naos going for the plant here on B side. It's very hard to see how they're gonna win this round, but Lloyd Dream again gets 1 more frag for himself. To be fair, Wits was very low, so getting that wallbang kill was very much in the realm of possibility. But right now, 2v4, trying to go for the retake here for Tourna Tourna lang. Winter only has a Spectre in the long range battle. Lloyd Dream actually is good for 2. It's a 1v2 right now. Winter must need to get a fast frag, but wasn't able to just anchoring that part of the map. Puts Naos at match point.
Naos Esports yung nakita nila, mas maganda talaga yung baril nila. They just went for the long range fights dun sa B side. They did not take any chances. Pagpunta dun sa A side, may onting CQC. Yung A side pagdating dun sa R tsaka sa main, and they did not take that chance. They wanted entirely to take off to take B side. There is a little bit of a CQC. May onting close quarter combat dun sa B link sa initial contact, but after that medyo long range fight na siya. So once they were able to take B link control, it was much easier for them to take B long control since puro far range fights na nakuha natin. Pero ngayon, both teams have a full buy. Both may baril, may phantom, may vandal. Both teams have that, and now Tourna Tourna lang. Let's see if they are able to just squeeze out some life and keep crawling back into this game. But it does seem a bit low as Naos Esports Papi Chulo gets the first frag of the round.
Gets another.
Yeah, but Ragnar gets one of his own.
Yeah, Rangris trades at least. This is a 4v3, not as big of a man advantage right now for the side of Naos Esports.
Showstopper
gets Benzi from the smoke. Mojer just going very deep into the site, getting a lot of space right there near B link, and now it's a 2v4 post plant. in heavy favor right here from Naos Esports. Even look at where this Asher right here right now from Naos Esports. He might just be able to flank his counterpart, and this is looking very grim for Tourna Tourna lang. They started this Ragnar actually making things interesting right here. Ragnar, can you do it? But now
Attackers win.
ends the game right here, taking the last frag. 13-6. Naos Esports
You want to fight
takes
it?
Pearl.
Great, really well executed round there coming out from Naos Esports. And unfortunately, yung uh, attacker side ng I'm sorry,